No cases of the deadly coronavirus have been reported in South Africa, but government says it's liaising with authorities in China regarding the safety of South African citizens. Health Minister Zweli Mkhize says government will react swiftly should South Africans request to come back home. We're now joined via Skype by Trevelyan Govender, a South African who is living and working in Shenzhen in China. Trevelyan, a very good morning, and thank you for joining us. It's morning where we are, but it's late afternoon where you are.
Yes, hi. It's so good to be with you. It's actually 4:34 now here in China, in Shenzhen. So we're pretty much almost done for the day.
The whole world is worried about the breakout of the coronavirus. Similar worries here in South Africa. Give us a sense of what it is on the ground as a South African living in China. Perhaps let me put that question on the side a bit and ask you, what are you doing in China?
Well, actually now it's time for Chinese New Year. So many of the residents who actually live in China have gone back to their hometowns and to their provinces. So we're actually on holiday now. So for us foreigners, usually we go for like a 1 month vacation somewhere. But now because of the virus, we're basically in our homes and we don't really have anywhere else to go outside because we've been told that we're not supposed to be going out in public areas. And with the virus being spread so widely, it's been said that we should wear like masks and take so many precautions. So I think it's actually quite scary while being here in China.
What are you doing in China, if I may ask?
I'm actually a teacher, so my wife and I will both teach English in China. We've been here for 2 years, and this is actually the first time that we've experienced something like this.
How are the restrictions impacting your life?
Well, currently now all the shops are closed, so grocery stores are closed, most pharmacies are closed, very few pharmacies are open. And actually the masks that they have been telling us to get, surgical or safety masks to prevent us from getting the virus, they said that we should get this mask, but we can't go to any pharmacy now and get it because there's no stock. So even online when we try to buy the mask or any preventative measures, it's like sold out. So this is the problem we're facing currently.
Are you saying the masks are sold out?
Yeah.
Wow.
When we go to the pharmacy or any supermarket, even trying to buy it online, those masks are sold out because everybody's actually buying them so quickly. So it's in high demand. So all the masks are basically like sold out.
Quite astonishing. We've heard also that the internet is restricted. How are people getting information on the virus and are the restrictions impacting this flow of information?
So in China, we have something called the Great Firewall, where the internet is restricted by the government. So we can access most sites, but a lot of the news sites are kind of censored and restricted. So most of the information we're getting from like news forums or via social media sites that we can access. And I think that's where a lot of the misconceptions of what this virus is and what it does is coming from, because a lot of people are saying different things that are not accurate.
Are you considering returning home until the situation improves?
Actually, for me, I don't think I'll be considering returning home as such yet because basically this is my home for 3 years. And to just pack up everything and go right now is a very difficult thing for me. So I don't think so, not right now. But if there is a time where it gets too serious, I think maybe I will have to return home.
Yeah. Now, news of the coronavirus dominating international reportage. Is there a sense of panic in China, particularly where you are?
I think generally across all of China, there's a panic going on because there's not so much information and, like I said, the misinformation of the virus. A lot of the Chinese nationals and the foreigners are now beginning to panic because we don't know really what to do. or we don't know all the information and how to combat it. So I think there is a sense of panic.
Have you witnessed an individual or any people who have been affected?
I haven't actually seen anybody who has been sick or has been affected by the virus yet. Where I am is kind of a small city in Bawan, Shenzhen, so a lot of the people are actually, like I said, gone home. So there's very few people on the streets actually. The little people who are on the streets are just maybe shopping for a few grocery items or such. But I haven't seen anybody who's sick yet or has been affected by it.
Trevlin, thank you so much for giving us that sense of how it is on the ground in China in terms of the coronavirus. But just as a South African living in China, what's that like for you?
I think it's a very strange thing, because usually we really relax in China. It's really safe here, and we're used to good living conditions. But when something like this happens, I think it's, as for a foreigner who's working in another country, it's a little bit scary and a bit unsettling. But I think we have to be positive with this virus, and hopefully it will get resolved quickly.
Thank you so much for giving us that, as I said, sense of what's happening on the ground.
Thank you. No problem.
Trevlin Govender, who is teaching in China, South African teaching in China, living and working there in Shenzhen.